Hallo en welkom weer so by Farmspace. Right, ek is hier so by FMS in Pietermaritzburg. Ek praat met Andrew. Ons gesels 'n bietjie vandag Global Series. Nou julle moet maar verskoon, ek dink hy's nie so goed op die Nederlands nie, so hy moet maar Brits gooi. Andrew, like it?
Nee, goed, dankie.
Nee, rustig, die dinge loop. Right, jy het 2016 basies hierdie tak gekoop. En soos jy sê, jy in die Global Series het omtrent so saam begin. Gee my so 'n bietjie jou ervaring oor hierdie trekkers en wat het hulle in jou area gedoen actually?
So ek sal 'n bietjie Brits praat en
jy kan maar die Engels gooi.
English in between. No, these tractors have really suited our market here. So from 61 to 98 kilowatts. Have just fitted into the farm size, the applications. We don't have big farms here.
Yeah.
And the farms that are big have smaller fields. So these tractors are really fitted in particularly well to 90% of our clients. The bigger farms then can go on and use Beauvais tractors and those kind of things. So it's fitted in really well. It matches the job.
Yep.
Well.
So I was talking to one of your salespeople earlier, and what was interesting is that he actually told me you can go and buy, let's say, an older, a smaller tractor in size, kilowatts more or less the same thing, but that your Global Series, in terms of total cost of ownership over a 5-year period, there's just nothing that beats it.
Yeah. No, look, they've performed exceptionally well. So if I start with fuel consumption, I'll go and run this next to any tractor.
Yeah.
And talk about fuel consumption. The fuel consumption of this engine, this AGCO power engine, has been phenomenal. It really performs out of its boots. The servicing, we're only servicing every 500 hours.
So only 500 hours?
Yeah, only servicing
so
every 500 hours. So
the concurrents usually they're round about 250, give or take,
a lot
for your cheaper tractors. I'm saying cheaper, but you know what I mean.
So we're only servicing on 500 hours. There are some dry clutch options, but most of these tractors come with wet clutches.
Yes.
So you don't have this issue of replacing clutches. And the service costs are good. So we found that the total cost of ownership has been phenomenal. I've run a series of ownership costs over 4 to 6 to 8,000 hours. I traded in a tractor the other day on 7,500 hours, and over its life had run at under 30 Rand an hour service and maintenance costs. Yeah, in fact it was 29 Rand 80.
So you actually made those calculations?
I've made the calculations, and we do that. I watch this thing because for me the end result is around what does it cost that farmer to have it. And if a farmer can own a tractor for 7,000 hours and it costs him 30 Rand an hour for maintenance and servicing, that's an amazing thing.
Now that actually works. So what you're telling me is this thing is robust as hell at the end of the day, if I understand you correctly. And the other thing that I'm seeing here is, I mean, you've only got a second-hand one, so I'm guessing as they come in, they go. But there's a tool drive, and it's something that you don't really see there in the Plaat Free State. The people are not that fond of the two, but is there still a market for like two-wheel drive tractors?
Yeah, there is a small market for two-wheel drive tractors. Quite a lot in the parks and recreations in the towns, and for some mowing.
They moet skerp draai.
Yeah, and some mowing, that type of thing. So there definitely is a small market for it. It's certainly not a big market for us, but it's interesting to stand in front of a two-wheel drive tractor.
Ja, maar ek meen ons sny losering en as ek vat hierdie is nou soos die perfekte losering sny trekker. Hier hy sal baie goed werk.
Ja.
En die dinge hardloop. En jy sê 7,000 uur, so R30 per uur, give or take.
Ja.
En die kort en die lank van die storie is, jy sal enige van jou customers aanbeveel na hierdie ding.
Absolutely. I had a customer on the phone yesterday. His tractor's got 4,500 hours on it, and he said no, he thinks he's going to trade it in for a new one. And I said to him, you're mad. I said, you've got another 2,000 hours at least before anything goes wrong. And I actually spoke him out of the sale of the tractor, to be honest.
Wat 'n goeie salesman is jy.
because this is about a long-term relationship. This is not about selling him a new tractor tomorrow. This is about the total cost of the ownership of that tractor over the life of it. And it certainly hasn't got to its life, and it certainly remains reliable at 4,000 hours for another 2 or 3 years at
En
least.
dan is jy gemaklik om daai trekker in te trade en te sê, right, ek is happy om hom in te trade, deur te gaan en aan die volgende ou te verkoop.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Jy weet jy gaan nie met op sit nie.
no, I don't have.
Ja, ek weet jy het nie globals nie.
I
Ek
have-
het hulle gesoek.
And I have,
Dis net hierdie
I have one second-hand Massey here at the moment. I don't have any because they come in and they go out straight away.
Uitstekend. Nee, maar dit is altyd goed om te hoor want jy weet mense het altyd hierdie ding van half nee, maar die ouer trekkers het beter gehou en die nuwe goed hou nie. So dis goed om te hoor dat die van hierdie staatmakers hier is dan.
They are not overly electric. Can
Yeah.
I put it that way? Yes, they've got their electric functions.
Maar dit is net elektrik genoeg.
Yeah, hulle is net electric genoeg. And you can work on them and you can maintain them. And it's all about maintaining them properly. You know, if you have a tractor with 8,000 hours on it that hasn't been maintained, well then yes, it's going to be worth very little. But if it has been well maintained, it's been looked after, then it has a good value.
And I'm guessing that's where FMS comes in, hè?
That's what we try and do our best.
Awesome. Andrew, dankie baie.
Thank you
right,
very much.
so Global Series, as jy trekkers soek wat robust is, wat die job kan doen en wat jy amper skien kan in die veld los dat hulle gaan. Global Series, Massey Ferguson, R30 'n uur. Ek dink daai is nogal alright. Dis die van Farmspace af. Tot volgende keer. Groete.